Martini Production.
Chatter that matters. What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Welcome to Chatter That Matters. We're kicking off the work week. Mondays usually suck, but we're going to try to make them better. February 23rd. Oh boy. Time doesn't stop, huh?
No, it does not.
Let's kick some music on in here and get this stream started. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. We got some stuff to talk about. If anyone in the chat or anyone in the panel has anything to talk about, let us know. This is our sandbox show. That's how we do it every Monday. But let's see what's going on. Nate, how's it going, brother?
Not too bad. It's been kind of a chill week to start off, which has been nice. Kind of hoping it stays like that the rest of the week. I'm just glad to see everyone and hang out. Hope everyone's doing well.
That's it. That's what it's about. Appreciate you hanging out as well. Justin, what's crack-a-lackin', man? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. I had a pretty bad headache on Saturday. I don't usually get bad headaches, but all I did was drink water and did a little bit more studying. I'm studying for board certification in behavioral analysis. So
Oh, wow.
that's pretty intensive. There's a 50% pass rate for that test, but
That's craziness.
I don't test until May, but I have to get on some type of program where I have to get up at least 3 hours early to start studying every day.
How's that going so far?
So I got my master's for it 3 years ago, but I haven't gotten the hours until recently, and I'm about 80% complete with my hours. That means I got about a couple months left before I take the board certification. So
Okay.
all it is like retaining a bunch of information and being able to like dump that in 4 hours. So it's a 4 hour test, but
Jeez.
that won't be until May. But it's not a huge deal. It's just kind of like I gotta just prep myself in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, good luck with everything. Hopefully, it all works out. I'm sure it
I'll
will.
let you guys know.
I'm
I'll
sure
be
it
like, I failed, but I'm gonna do it.
No.
I work with someone that's took the test 6 times.
Six
Oh, wow.
times?
Yeah. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to take it more than 2 times. It's a 4 hour test.
That's crazy.
That's intimidating.
Yeah. So,
Well, May's still a ways away, so you got some time.
yeah.
You're starting to stress me out.
Just check in on me about 4 a.m. East Coast time. Justin, you up yet studying?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start. Good to see you, man. Glad you can make it. Alan, what's going on, man? Happy Monday. How was your weekend?
Yeah, thanks. Weekend was quiet. Not much going on.
Okay.
Just did some work around the house. It's cold tonight, man. It's 52 right now. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Boo-hoo. 52.
I go into hibernation when it gets below 60.
That's crazy.
I got excited when it was 50 the other day.
Well, glad you can make it.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
surprised your internet's working with those freezing temperatures.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unbelievable. We had some crazy winds today. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, let's see who's in the chat tonight. We get this baby kickstarted. Kicking it off. We got Random Korean. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. We got Zello in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Altered State. Happy Monday. We got This Old Geek. Always good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. E-Man is in the house. What's going on, brother? We got Cylon here, as well as Theo.
Nice.
Hope you guys are doing well. John Connor, what's going on, man? Theo, John's on Moose Time again. No, I wasn't on Moose Time. Okay, zip it. It's always nice to be a little fashionably late. Overbuff, what's going on? We got Dennis. Happy Monday, guys. Good to see you, Statue Kingdom. Hope you're doing well. Norman and Jojo, what's going on? Always good to see Toy Mafia in here. Klaus, I haven't done the email thing, Klaus. I know I've been thinking about you. I haven't yet. It's been a mess. I haven't forgotten, though. JT, what's going on, brother? Blinken, what's going on? Happy Monday. That's it. We made it to the end for now. So yeah, we got Jojo here. What's he saying here, son? Hey, John, are those silver medals your hockey team got going to boost your economy? Oh, this is a great post actually, because I had something I sent myself and I didn't put it in the show sheet, but I'm gonna pull it up now. Thanks for reminding me, Jojo, because all these Americans are yapping their mouth.
Yeah.
Haven't won in 46 years. And wow, they won 2 gold medals, the women and the men's. Congratulations, great game, beautiful game. My God, that game annihilated the Super Bowl. What a game! That was a good game of hockey. But you guys missed something. The most important thing about what U.S. did. Fuck the winning. You guys suck, and you will continue to suck because you weren't the better team. No ifs, ands, or buts. But you did something, and this is what you should be promoting. Give me a second. Oh, come on. Sheesh.
How many Canadians were on the U.S. team, John?
Probably the whole team. No, I'm kidding. But it was your goalie was incredible. That goalie was Hallebuck or whatever his name is. He was unbelievable. That was unbelievable job he did. Well deserved. I'm trying to find it here now, and I can't find it. Of course not. Hold on, I'll find it the old-fashioned way. U.S. Images here. Oh, I can't believe it's not coming up. Okay, I'll find it. Well, oh, here it is. Here it is. This here is what. This is here what deserves the all the praise. Not the hockey game. You guys played like crap, and the refs were crap too. To be honest, there were so many missed calls. But this year, where they brought out this player's jersey who was supposed to be there, Gaudreau.
Yeah.
He passed away in a car crash. I believe it was him and his brother, if I'm not mistaken. But not only did they bring out, I believe it was a car crash, right, Nate?
It was.
It was, right? Not only did they bring out his jersey, they brought his kids. Now that is sportsmanship.
Yeah, that is.
Right? This is the gold. This move right here. That was worth Canada losing 100%, I would say, over and over again. What a beautiful gesture. So shout out to those guys who did that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hockey. You guys still play hockey like shit. All right.
We do host the
Sure.
National Hockey League. John.
Please. Boston Bruins are pretty good. That's where we usually have to. I'm Canadian. I watch hockey here and there, but I'm not a big sports guy myself.
Because they can't finish the job.
Yeah. Well, we had what's his name on our team? Marchand was on our team. He's Canadian.
Yeah, Marchand.
Yeah.
Later.
We definitely have the better players. John Patrick King, Austin Matthews are already better than Sid the Kid. Right in the gym. Talk about curling or something, man. You know what you're talking about. What's his name? There's tons of the. What's his face that was on the team? Oh my god, I forgot now.
I don't know.
I'm bad with sports.
Why is PCS releasing so many pre-orders, but they're not delivering anything?
That's a good question.
It looks a lot like XM a couple of years ago. I'm just saying that because I have a couple things on order with PCS and I haven't seen anything come in, but like they are heavy and hot with pre-orders.
What's going on, Bats? What's going on, Jay? Gamoya's here. I'll get to that one quick second. I'll get to some of these guys. Jim's here. What's going on, Gamoya? Happy Monday, guys. What were you saying that PCS puts up? They're putting up pre-orders and not kind of
a lot of pre-orders, and they have a heavy schedule of release, and they haven't really released anything. they are putting out more pre-orders than they are releasing stuff.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of these companies nowadays.
Other companies that have done this.
2026 has been a little dull so far, I think. I know it's Chinese New Year, but what do you have pre-ordered with them?
I have the Michelangelo TMNT, and he was supposed to be out like last year. I think third quarter last year, and they haven't really they put out that update list with, of course, like Doom on Throne. I have Doom on Throne with them too, but they say Doom on Throne will be out in July, but I highly
I doubt that.
But they're teasing another pre-release that I saw today. I forgot what it was.
They posted something today. Let me see.
But I don't know how they're going to keep up if they keep on pre-releasing and then they're back-ordered. So I don't know.
They still have some stuff that's behind too. I think like the Conan. I think that went back to the drawing board. That half-scale Conan that we saw, like, what was it, 2 years ago now, right?
Oh, wow.
The Michael Jordan bust with his arms spread open.
Yeah.
Devastator's coming out now. People are receiving their Devastator. I think that Devastator and what's that wolf? The Howling, I think, were the last ones.
The Howling was the last one.
I don't know, man. That's what a lot of these companies are doing is pre-orders, and stuff is either getting late or delayed for whatever reason. I don't know. Which one did you see from PCS? Was it the hat that we talked about Friday?
No, they released a new one today. I don't.
Oh, the Fly. I think is it maybe the Fly?
It's the Fly.
It's the Fly.
Yeah.
It's like they have like a release like every 2 weeks, but like they're not shipping as fast as they're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, to me, that's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, they're taking more than they're putting out.
Did the Fly go up for PO?
No, not yet.
They
Not yet.
teased it today.
Oh yeah, tease. Okay.
Got teased in.
Soon.
Well,
I think the only company not really doing that is Sideshow and J&D.
But
Sideshow, J&D, and LBS.
But Sideshow consistently puts out like on time. So
That's what I mean. They're the ones. I would say those are the three companies that are at least
Definitely.
balancing off the amount of releases with pre-orders.
But that's kind of, that's what XM did before they started to go silent, is they put out a lot of POs and they weren't releasing anything. So
That's true.
me being one of the victims of XM, because I had my whole lineup based on XM. I had all my POs, just like, this is what my collection is going to look like. And I watched them do what they did. And, but, I mean, I like Ant. I received a free statue from Ant.
wow.
But like, I don't know him on a personal level, but like watching it, it's just kind of reminiscent of what other companies do that aren't really set up in a good way.
Well, usually when they put a bunch of POs out in rapid succession and there's nothing shipping, generally it's like they're trying to get an influx of cash
Yeah.
so that they can like maybe pay people like the factory and whatever.
The shipping containers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is a risk in some way.
But they all do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, pre-order wise, PCS has put out 7, and I think released 8. But clearly they're old releases. Iron Studios 10. XM obviously nothing. Prime, you're looking at 14 pre-orders.
Oh, wow.
There's no way. Am I looking at that right?
What's up?
Jeff,
What's going on, Rob?
Jeff's got a good point too.
How's it going, Rob? Good? I'm going to look at his Jeff stuff.
Pretty good. Just I promised my daughter I would catch her a a Dragonite.
And let me guess, you haven't caught it yet.
Game while she was asleep, so I did that before I logged on.
Did you catch it already?
Well, I got part of it. I got the Dratini, so I just got to level it up more.
Okay, good. You had a good weekend?
Yeah, pretty good. Honestly, the whole my daughter like got into Pokemon over the weekend. So like we went to a park and did Pokemon Go and a bunch of other stuff, and then I have Pokemon on the Switch. So
That's exciting.
So okay, let's see what Jeff's saying.
Costa
Jeff-
runs like on pretty soon, I guess.
Yeah. Well, apparently everything's coming online too, so they want to avoid the lineups. Jeff from Secret Sanctuary say PCS is shipping the Rocky Apollo dial and Syl from Species, shipped not long ago. Correct.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
forgot about the species piece.
Oh, really? Yeah. How do you like it?
Oh, I haven't got it. I was just saying I forgot that was one of the recent ones that shipped out.
That looked really good. That Species piece.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the
I
paint
did
job on it looks pretty good.
The paint job was great.
It was.
Let me see if I can pull this up quick.
I don't really care too much about the whole franchise, so I don't see myself ever getting it. But
Definitely.
really nice.
So this was. Let me clear this out here. This old geek was asking if we got the render. I do have it here. This was the render that PCS has shown for the fly.
Okay, I remember this. Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm wondering what scale this is.
I think they said quarter.
Quarter probably.
Okay. I was thinking if this was third, it was going to be huge.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
What's going on, Rob? Good to see you.
Oh, maybe it'll have a neat light up feature too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. Looks like
Oh,
you're going
yeah.
to get some translucent glass in there, which will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm kind of curious what they're gonna color like all the nastiness that's inside of that
Yeah,
thing.
Oh, yeah,
They usually do well on that kind of a piece.
they do.
Yeah, horror and turtles are their best things.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So Sideshow put up 5 products for pre-order already. Prime One have put up 14
That's insane.
for 2026 already. PCS has put 7. 8.
Okay.
Let me see Prime a second. Yeah. 8 with the variants, the different variants. So 7, let's say. Iron Studios put 10 already. LBS put 4. And G&D put 5. If you're not including the different versions like Griffith with the metal versus thing. So
Yep.
Prime 1 has put 14 already. Holy macaroni. 30
Yep.
if you count all the different variants. Like the different master lines and so forth, like what you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 versions of one
There's
statue.
3 versions of one statue. So 14 is the real number of. That's still a lot, well.
Yeah, it is.
That's insane.
Wowzers, man.
I'd like to.
What?
I'd like to own every single one of them too.
Tell me about it.
Yes.
That's the thing. Not gonna happen. For me at least, but you're right.
No, me neither.
Thanks for that, Jeff. This old geek, thank you, man. Welcome. I was speaking to a collector today. Again, guys, let us know if there's anything you guys want us to talk about. I was speaking to a collector today. Shout out Rich, and he asked me a question. I was going back and forth because I still haven't decided about this Batman from Prime 1.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Love the piece. Revisited the movie. It's like, oof, sheesh. That movie did not age the way I thought it did. But love the way it looks.
You talking about the half scale, John?
I'm talking about the Kilmer, the night suit. My waitlist converted.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. No, you need to get that.
It ends in about 5 hours.
What?
You
You
need-
need to pull the trigger on that.
You need to get it.
I don't know.
I think you're going to be really unhappy if you miss it.
1700 US. It comes out to, I think, shipped.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
It's not the worst, but there's so many other good pieces out there.
Yeah, but you do have the armory. It'd go really well with it.
Yeah, but the armory goes really well with my white knight too. So
That's true.
No,
yeah, it's fine back there.
one's a third scale, one is quarter scale.
I know, but you could play with perspective.
Okay.
Damn,
What
Alan.
other piece do you want right now besides that, John?
Oh, the list is I can't even. There's I could tell you
Yeah,
20 pieces.
so is that
It's not necessarily that I want more. It's just the list never ends. So, but will I be able to get the opportunity to buy this again? There's only 100 ES.
Yeah, exactly. It's a super
So
small.
that's the other thing biting at the back of
Are
my
you
head.
trying to hold off till Captain Jack?
Huh?
J&D? Were you thinking
No.
about that?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that today too later on. But no, I'm talking
Okay,
about
I didn't know if you were trying to hold off on that one or not.
no. That's gonna be crazy money.
Mhm.
Lockouts in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Had the night suit mask as a kid, birthday present. 88, baby. Nice, man. It's a nostalgic movie for me. Those are the movies I grew up with. I obviously attached myself to 89, but
Mm-hmm.
I say go for it if you think, because you can always flip it. Well, I guess never mind. You don't sell statues. But I don't
okay.
know.
Let me read you his question. Let me read you his topic. I
Yeah.
said this would be cool as a good topic. If you turned around and looked at your collection, your entire collection, and with the snap of a finger, it would all be gone, replaced with the value you have purchased it for. Would you take the money and breathe a sigh of relief, or take the money and find every single piece again?
I'd find every single piece again.
So if you Thanos snapped
Mhm.
your collection away, you get all the money you spent.
Yep.
Would you want that to happen? And you just don't get. You would. Would you continue to just keep the money and not collect, or would you go and find all the pieces again?
I think it depends on where you're at in your collection. So if you just renewed your collection, like me, where I just sold a bunch of stuff and I have new stuff coming in, I would try to get the stuff again because But if you're in a state where like you've had stuff and like you don't know what to do with it, it's been sitting in boxes and stuff. I think you'd be torn at that point where we're like, hey, should I go hunt this down so I can sit in boxes again, or should I go get new stuff?
I read that and I didn't even answer his question right. I'm just like, no, I don't want no snap. Get out of here. And I changed the topic. And I'm rereading it now and realized I answered it wrong because I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know. What do you think, Alan?
I'm torn on that one. I mean, that's a huge amount of money.
Yep.
And if it came back to me all that money, there's a lot of pieces here that if I decided to try to get them back again, I couldn't get them.
Yeah.
They're you can't find them. They're just not out there. So I would probably take the money and run.
And that's it. Would you just completely stop collecting?
See, that's the problem because I don't know what I would do with these huge cabinets.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer to the question is I wouldn't take the money. I would just leave things the way they are, keep my collection, keep your money, and I'm just going to be happy with what I've got, and that's it.
Okay. You can put some rods across the top of them. A beautiful closet space. You can make those in.
There's also lizards, very exotic.
Yeah.
You can
No, we're not doing lizards.
Okay. How about you, Ruff?
I would snap my fingers and get rid of everything, especially considering I have 11 statues listed on eBay, and I have
Jesus.
like 8
All
more
right.
that I want to sell that are like in various closets of my house. So, and I would just buy the ones that I wanted. Especially because when I first started, I had like smaller shelving, so I didn't do third scale at all. So, yeah, like I would just
Third scale will do
buy
that
what I
to you.
wanted, keep extra money, and be happy. That's what I would do.
Okay, fair enough. Nate, you mentioned it. How about yourself, Justin?
Well, I would get the stuff back because I just sold a bunch of stuff to get what I have now. I've been through I'm a fairly new collector, so I started collecting back. Let's see here, 2010, 2012, 2014, like 2015. I bought my first statue. However, there was a long period between 2015 and my next statue, just due to like my situation. But in 2021, I started collecting pretty heavily, but a lot of that stuff was waiting for stuff to come in. And that's kind of been my collecting statue journey, even though I hate using that word, a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Good band.
waiting for things to come in. And what pisses me off most about the companies is like, hey, we're like a year out. No, we're actually 3 years out. No, we're 4 years out. That's accept. So like when I see a company like stalling on the releases and they are releasing other POs and stuff, it pisses me off. I understand like you have to be patient, get the statue and stuff, but like so far, like out of all the statues that I've gotten, I would say the most iconic ones that I've gotten is LBS, and
Mm.
one, like they're flawless. Like the statues are flawless. Two, it's delivered like within a specific time. So like I would try to get every LBS statue back. Sideshows like one in every 100 statues you're gonna get like a grail. So I consider I have a couple sideshow statues that I would not let go, specifically like the Canale Wolf Sabretooth, and then the Logan by Daniel Bell. Those are two like sideshows that I probably will never let go. I look at them sometimes, I'm like, hey, like maybe I should let these go, but like I couldn't see myself finding something as good. And for both of them, I bought them under $1,000. So, but yeah, I have like specific things that I don't think I'll ever let go. And like Slifer says, he burns boxes or whatever. I'm thinking like maybe one day I'll burn some boxes just to like show like I'm serious about keeping these.
Show that you bleed, right?
Yeah, but like I'm getting those Prime 1 XL statues. I'm not looking forward to those boxes at all. So, but like they're coming. But like I don't know if I'll ever sell them or maybe I'll get rid of them right away. But like I don't know. I'm not there yet. So.
Okay. Well, it was a good thought. I'll flip it on its head here. How about if the snap, you get all your money back, but you can't collect anymore at all?
Can I collect other things?
Sure, you can collect your bottle caps, brother.
Who's gonna stop me, John?
You can't collect. That's just the way it is. Collecting is like out of your memory. It's not feasible. It's not gonna happen. Would you take the money and run?
I wouldn't take the money. No.
Okay. Would anyone else take the money?
No.
Nope.
I don't know. I'd be tempted.
Wow.
I love my collection and all, but it's a lot of money that I would have to come my way.
It's a lot of money, but that ship has sailed. Take it and you can never collect again. Ever.
Yeah, but like it would be like a massive lump sum as opposed to like 3 to 4 years of me spending a bunch of money a year.
What would you do with that money? What would you do with that money? Would you think?
Oh, I'd invest it. Like, I'd go crazy with stocks.
Really?
That's a funny thing, Ruff. So back when I think I was 11, and my grandfather was like, hey, Justin, I heard about this stock called Pokemon. He was like really into like stocks and stuff. Like he had a lot of money. But he was like, Justin, what do you think about that? And I was like, that sounds stupid. So like ever since then, no, I'm not very good at stocks at all.
It's okay. All right. So you're a gambling man, Ralph. I like it.
I wouldn't say like gambling. I guess it's kind of like gambling, but it's a lot more protective than like throwing it all in like black and roulette or something like that.
How can you say?
And I went to school for this stuff too. So.
How can you say goodbye to your statues though? I don't know. For me, I come down here, and of course, we're all human. Like, of course, you're gonna come down here, or you're gonna go to your collection and say, "Damn, yeah, that's a lot of money spent," But
yeah, like it doesn't hit as hard when it's like when you spend like from year to year, but like when you think about having all that at once, that's a lot.
Well, that's the thing. You don't, and that's why I always say what the whole collect responsibly kind of thing is you collect at a pace that you can maintain, right? Because realistically, you can't tell me that you're going to go a year without spending money on yourself on something, whether it be going to some people like to go out and hang out with friends, some people like to go and whatever, spend a lot getting a haircut, or you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
everybody has their.
I think at the end of the like, it's tough to say like you can't collect anymore because like
Oh no, it's easy to
basically
say.
everybody collects something. Like if
You
it's
can't
books,
collect anything to
statues,
do with these statues. Anything.
I'd find something else to.
That's a
I would
situation.
probably-
I don't know. I don't think I would ever be able to do that. I think the amount of time and passion I put into this hobby, collecting these pieces. YouTube's one thing. Even without YouTube, I'd still be collecting because I was collecting. YouTube just amplifies it and makes it even more fun.
Mhm.
But collecting wise, man, I don't think so. There's just too many memories. Even the thought of snapping away and getting the money back and having to find everything again, it's not the same. It's you look at the pieces you have. That's how I look at it, at least. You have the pieces you have, and each piece was kind of like a different memory. As cheesy as this is going to sound, different way to track it down, this and that. Especially with some of the old sideshow stuff, what you had to do to acquire them back in the day. I don't know, man. I look at it really differently.
I
Money's
think
money.
too,
Money comes and money goes.
You know,
I've
That's funny.
bounced around from things that I've collected. Like I went from collecting. I originally started collecting like autographs. Then I started collecting like celebrity pictures. Now we don't like if you look at like my nostalgia thing, it's autographs that I have. But like now it's statues. So like I could easily find something else. Like I don't think I'll move away from statues like I did other things, especially too because it's like a pain in the ass to move them around as opposed to like an autograph. But I could see myself finding something else if I got that much money all at once.
See, John, it's interesting when you look at some pieces, you see nostalgia, and you feel good. I look at certain pieces that I have, and all I feel is anger and frustration over what it took to get it here.
What it took to get it there. Okay.
I have that feeling sometimes too.
Let me get back to some of the chat members here, and then we'll get into it. 72 people in here on a Monday night. Hope you guys are having a good time. Let's see who we have in here. Where did I leave off? Walton's here. Good to see you, Walton. I gotta add you to the list because you got 500 points last week. Duck's here. What's going on, Duck? Good to see you. Random says, "Be free, brothers. Burn and forget." Wow. Duck says, "I couldn't do that. I'm irresponsible enough. I just go to financing a few dancers, college degrees. Jesus." John says, "I drag race. I can always allocate more money toward that. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's really cool."
I used to do that.
Knight says, "What about if you snap your fingers and your bank account disappears and you live in a box?" All right, Knight. Let's not snap then. Theo's saying this year, the display will continue to be tweaked. That's my main focus. Currently updating lighting again. Awesome.
Oh, that's a good one.
And we saw your collection. Yeah, your new setup in the house looks fantastic. Nick Evader's in here. What's going on, brother? What's good, guys? My J&D guts should arrive end of this week. Pretty excited about that one. Queen Thanos bust also should arrive in a couple of months, though. That's cool.
Wow.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Nick, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you do a good job. Oh, you're in Nicaragua, if I'm not mistaken, right? You set up like a. If I see some of your content, like a Comic-Con there with the statues and all that. Let me know if you're responsible for setting that up because you do a pretty good job there. Wow, Cristiano says if I can't collect statues, I'll go into 1/6 Hot Toys. That's a money pit, Cristiano. That's even worse.
Yeah, that's way worse.
If you want to see money evaporate the second you buy something, go into 1/6 Hot Toys. Gonzo.
Just any figure.
Disappeared.
Artisans hold the value pretty
Cypher.
good.
No, Artisans. Nope. Trust me, that's another dead end. Trust me. Mark my words. I've been right once with them. I'll be gonna be right again. That's another one. Dead end.
You're like, I've been there, done that.
Now that they're getting
Me on that.
now that they're getting a little taste of their competition between J&D and InArt, Anyways, that's a whole other show. I can get into a hot toy conversation, trust me. Cypher, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Duck says, John, what if you snapped your fingers and you can still collect, but not your favorite IP? If that's Batman, then nothing Batman related. Eesh. No. No thanks. What's the point of collecting if you can't collect what you love?
Yeah, that's when I'd be. No, I wouldn't be collecting something if it's not something I like.
Random says, if no more statues, gooners will always goon. If there's a will, there's a way. All right.
That's true.
I think
Shikari
that's it.
covers.
I'm gonna read this. I should have read this before it goes live, but let's see. I'll take a chance. Better question: if you could get 1 million in one lump sum and stop collecting, and completely divest yourself of all collecting, no groups, no collecting buddies, and no more Facebook groups.
I do it.
1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be tempted.
I'd be done.
As long as I don't have to pay any capital gains tax on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sounds like someone will be watching you no matter what. So
Mhm.
you probably regret whatever decision you made at that point.
My heart wants to say take the million and shove it. Like you can't buy what's in here like that. But at the same time, I feel like if I was single, I don't know. I think it would almost be selfish to say that with like a family and kids.
Yeah, that's another thing with me too. Like
Yeah.
thinking about what I could do for my
Yeah.
daughter and my wife.
Like I think at that point I would be like, okay, I would be devastated. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even want to answer that question.
No,
I'll be
I
honest.
still wouldn't.
I'll plead the fifth. Yeah,
I'd be
but
devastated
trust me,
for a little
you
bit,
get to a
but-
certain point in your life where $1 million can help you and the family a lot, right? But at what cost? I don't know.
Yeah.
At what cost? Money is money. Money comes, money. You can give up your collection, take the million, and the next day play the lottery and win. Like, I'm just saying, right? Like money comes and money goes. I would hope if you're building, I would hope that this is another good point. I would hope if you're a collector who's collecting pieces like we do, that you're doing it responsibly in a way that this is kind of like a side hobby and doesn't necessarily impact the main family
But you say
dynamic.
responsible, not taking $1 million is
There's nothing about this
The
hobby
family
that-
dynamic, right? I would hope so, but that was a good question.
This is not a responsible hobby.
What's going on,
No.
Solo?
It isn't.
Yeah, there's nothing responsible about it
Cypher
unless
says,
you own a
what?
business.
What if you snap your fingers and you can only collect from the Snyderverse? Yeah, okay. That would be horrible. Nick says, thank you. I was invited to showcase some of my statues here in my country. Love to share with everyone. Okay, awesome.
That's super cool.
Good job, yeah. That was cool to see. Phoenix should have collected more properties. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Phoenix? Hope you're doing well, man. Jim would say he says he would do it. Rob says, might as well ask a hardcore alcoholic to quit drinking forever for $1 million. Yeah, see, that's kind of like the same thing. Doug says, what if you could snap your fingers and only collect PCS? Goddamn.
Well, then you only get half the stuff that you ordered.
I think I rather disappear like the Avengers did.
Could have been worse. It could have been XM or Tweeter hit.
Well, XM and Twitter, at least there's hope.
You say so.
At least one of them, you got really
Yeah,
good quality.
Twitter, yeah, you could say what you want, but at least Twitter, it's putting out some pieces that you ordered through Sideshows. Frankly, XM put out. Some people are happy with what they put out. But, anyways, all right, that was cool.
Yeah.
Rich, that was a good question. That was a tough one. I don't know. I can't. It's not easy to just pick up and go. I don't know. That was a stressful question. There was another question posed in the Facebook group by Ari. Where are you in your collecting now? Are you more focused on movie pieces?
Mm.
Especially when you see companies like what J&D is doing, bringing out some of these pieces, movie representations, which is just mind-boggling. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but or are you like more into like comic or anime, gaming? Where are you in your collecting right now? Anybody could kick it off. Alan? You collect a little bit of everything, no?
Yes. I have a couple of different lines that I collect.
No rules.
Like, you want more in depth?
No, it's just what do you prefer? Like, where do you see yourself going? Continuing like comic?
No,
You're not
no.
your comic is written off, right? You're
Yeah.
not doing comic anymore, right?
Comic stuff is done.
Okay.
I am definitely focused more on movie pieces. I'd like to get a few more life-size busts.
Okay.
But I'm running out of room.
Fair enough.
So in order to continue down that road, I have to start selling a bunch of pieces, and that's just the way it is.
Yep.
I can't be a hoarder. I have to let them go because it space reasons, and also it's got to help to fund new pieces coming in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. How about you, Justin?
So I like movie pieces, but I like comic pieces better. I've sold a lot of comic pieces, I've gotten a lot of comic pieces. The comic pieces just speak to me more, specifically because that's kind of how I got into the whole aspect of, I don't know, like Marvel, DC, Alien, Predator. It was all comic based. Predator was more kind of like movies, and then I moved into the Dark Horse comics from that. But it's always been comics that had like the true stories. So that's kind of why I gravitate more towards LBS, is because of
Alex Ross.
However, I did order a J&D piece. I got the bank robber Joker. I didn't get the bank robber plus the purple suit just because I didn't think the purple suit was that great.
Yeah.
I only got the bank robber, but
Oh, wow.
that's the first
Nice.
one.
Congrats.
I love Heath Ledger. Like when I saw that movie in the theater, and he will always be like the best on-screen Joker to me, personally. So I love that piece. But will I get another movie piece? I don't know. I've never liked a Batman enough in movie role, outside of the '89 Batman. But even him, I probably wouldn't get, just because I don't know if I would want a statue of a movie star. But yeah, Heath Ledger died in that role, and it's kind of like really eerie and iconic at the same time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. How about yourself, Ruff?
I kind of collect everything. I will say I'm moving. Mainly, I do Marvel and gaming stuff. I have a lot of DC stuff, but I'm starting to sell some of that. I do like movie pieces, but I don't know. Like, I kind of started steering away from buying things of like celebrities and stuff because I've had issues. Like, I used to have Kanye West stuff. Then he goes out and makes a song called Hail Hitler. So I don't really want to display that stuff anymore.
There goes episode 108. I guess we'll end it here.
so I don't know. Like, there's just some things like,
yeah, but you're not buying it for the celebrity. Well, in his case, he's not an actor.
yeah, like when like you don't want like a picture, like an autograph or something like that, you know.
Well, you could say like, buddy, what's his name? Jack Sparrow. What's his face? Johnny Depp, right? He's had his issues in the media, but
That's why AI is going to take over the celebrities, because they can't be quiet. They can't just be like mysterious.
I fall in love with the character, what they do outside of that. I can, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be like an ability that you could just like. What? Who's that actor who's in like he's very famous. Like he's in the Gold Rush movie, the Black Gold movie or whatever. He's in Gangs of New York and all that other stuff.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, the other guy, the more famous guy.
I don't know.
Your famous lead?
Other guy.
The main Daniel Day-Lewis, Walton's saying.
Yes, Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a very mysterious person. He doesn't come out. Like, he's very reclusive. Like, that's pretty much how you have to be a movie star. Because you have to maintain that reclusive. Like, you have to maintain that mystery and not, like, stamp who you are to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's just like
That's how I want to start being in life, let alone as a movie star.
Just like Boba Fett, like, he was cool because he had always had a helmet on. You didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, like, he takes the helmet off and just starts talking. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was the worst thing we got.
Please stop. You're ruining yourself.
Maybe we should start streaming with masks. We could be called the Men of Mystery. That was a good movie, by
I'm
the way.
hoping Jeff Goldblum doesn't do anything crazy because I have a picture of him
Wow.
standing next to me on my computers.
All right. Well, let's see what Duck says. I'm collecting a bit of everything. Keep saying I'll focus. Then a new custom gets dropped. Yeah. Christiana says I like to keep it 50-50 with comics and movie pieces. J&D makes phenomenal movie pieces. I can't say no to them. Fair enough. I don't think there is a single movie I would want a statue of. Comic pieces have far more nostalgia for me. Hey.
That's how it was in the beginning. I felt that way in the beginning when I started collecting statues, and then that slowly more changed. Just the longer I started just receiving more pieces, that kind of changed for me.
Yep. Ram
I
saying,
would say, back on the movie things, like, it's easier for me to collect something like a Godzilla statue if I had space for it.
yeah.
I would say.
We're going to talk about it, Ram. What's going on? Vibrant Image Jim saying, do you think there's certain movie pieces in terms of characters that go well with comic pieces?
Yeah.
I think you can. I don't like to collect with rules.
Yeah.
I don't like too many rules and collect. Like, this display has to be like this. Tried that, doesn't work. I rather buy 1 or 2 pieces a year and have a nice variety of what I love than say I'm going to just stick to Batman or stick to comic. Or now I'm really starting to fall in love with some of the movie pieces that are coming out because they're touching some of my favorite movies. And yeah, and that's kind of where I started too, right? With the Hot Toys, it wasn't comic, it was movie representations of the characters. But then you want to get your favorite characters in their comic adaptations as well. So yeah, for me, I'd rather pull back and buy a handful of statues a year than just say, oh yeah, I got 25 pieces and this and that, and I don't know. Each person does their own way.
For me too, it's like the art. Like
Exactly.
Like, I want to get that World of Warcraft statue, and I haven't played World of Warcraft in years, but I think everybody says it's like one of the best statues you can get. It looks amazing.
You like the art direction of a piece more than the actual meaning.
Well, that's the thing too. I could people will say you're crazy. I could fall in. I don't want to say fall in love with it, but I can get attracted to a piece and want to add it to the collection, or at least do more research on it and know nothing about the background of it.
Oh yeah, it's all about
appreciate the art form behind it.
Like, a good example of that for me would be that Sideshow Beauty and the Beast statue.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's a great one.
All right.
Well, don't forget too that movie pieces encompass things like Aliens, Predator.
Yeah.
Not necessarily an actor per se.
Correct.
Yeah. That's why I walked it back and I was like, oh yeah, I do like King Kong. I like Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
And Avatar.
Yep, exactly.
Rob says, I agree with that comment. A lot of celebrities are overexposed. That's my wife was watching some crap about the Beckhams. The son tweeted this and that. Hey, who gives a shit?
Yeah, no,
Let
right.
the people live their life.
Yeah.
But John, you're trying to get a Val Kilmer Batman, right?
Yeah.
He was never really. He was always Val Kilmer.
Yeah. 100%.
So he's a really good piece to pick up, John.
100%. Why do you do this to me, Justin? Why do you do this to me?
You got 4 hours.
I'm telling you. Theo says, my collection is an assortment of what I love and nostalgic points in my life. Best way to collect. I love it. Yep.
100%.
You have a connection to it. Fred, good to see you, man. What's going on? J&D, Pirates of the Caribbean are rule breakers. Damn. Oh boy. I'm gonna pull up the photos.
This was a wild release. Like, this
think,
came out of nowhere.
Chris, the Batman statue collector, is going to order these. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's a huge Pirates fan.
Oh, is he?
You know,
Okay, cool.
You haven't seen his videos where he like impersonates Jack Sparrow very
I
badly.
haven't seen
Well, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they have their own Disney collection too. Him and his wife, I think, collects the Disney stuff.
Yeah, it's in his wife's area. He says.
Good stuff.
Yeah, his first statue was Jack Sparrow.
I have a little Jack's. Yeah, I had some Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. I think I watched the first movie, first and second. It is an iconic character.
It is.
That's what's crazy. That's what's so appealing about it. This will got more comic related because I grew up on comics. There were no superhero movies until 1978. Phoenix says I'm 95% done with 1/4, only 1/3 now. I want a statue of Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
All right, there.
He wants the statue of Shia LaBeouf in a tank.
Yep, from Fury. Let's do that.
Oh, from Fury.
But he's got to be in the tank.
I know, Altered. Okay, let's get into some of the news then. Great topics tonight. Appreciate you guys kind of bringing them up. They were just conversations we had during the week that I said, I think this would be great to talk about on the show.
Yeah, they were really good.
Now let's get into some of this stuff. J&D Studios and Beyond, baby. That's their marketing. I just took it to the next level. I kind of think that's what they're going for, right? Anyways, this week, I don't know if you guys watch any movies. I watched this weekend this movie with Brendan Fraser, Rental Family. Oh, mama. Good movie.
Was it?
Yeah, it's not like action or anything like that, but
No,
touching and family oriented and kind of opens up your eyes to what's important in life and just gives you a whole other perspective on life. Filmed in Japan, so I was looking for the Prime 1 building, but obviously it wasn't there. But yeah, really good movie. It was on Netflix for me here in Canada. I don't know if your wife wants to watch a movie or something like that, just throw this on. And I think you guys will enjoy it. It's worth a watch. Brendan Fraser, class act. Great actor.
Does he rent a family, John?
I won't give spoilers. He doesn't rent a family, no. Maybe he does. I don't know. It's very nice. Very well written. Yeah. It's one of those touchy-feely movies, you know? We get all in the thing. And then I had to clear my sinuses of this movie, so I threw on The Godfather. Oh my god. What a classic. It's been years since I watched that. Oh my god. All-time favorite movie. The Godfather. That's what I want to see J&D do. Is Corleone. Vito Corleone.
I could see them doing The Godfather.
Oh mama. That would be really good. I want to see it.
Has anybody else done The Godfather?
Yes, you got the figures, the 1/6 figure.
Someone else did it. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, other companies did it. Blitzway did one. Sideshow did one years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's comparable now. And Cinemaquette back in the day was the Godfather to get. But
Now you
I
got me
think-
wanting the Sopranos statue.
Sopranos is another one. I'm telling you, J&D right now, if they were smart, they have the capability to print money. They're one company that I think they've mastered their art. They just have to get on their QC. But so many good IPs they can tackle.
Definitely.
All right, let's keep going. Can you imagine Vito Corleone in the office on a circular base with a cup, the wine glass in his hand, his gold ring, cat on the lap? Oh,
Right next to Mrs. Doubtfire.
right. You know what? I'm gonna make it happen, and then you're gonna laugh. Can't believe you.
Hello.
Sideshow. This was cool. Patton Oswalt and Jordan Bloom. They're the ones who created that MODOK series. You know, the animated series that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It came out a couple years ago.
Yes,
Patton actually voices MODOK. But Sideshow, they did a nice little in studio unboxing of MODOK, the Sideshow statue. It was a fun watch. I'd recommend watching it if you can. Holy shit! If this is true, that's wild. James at J&D just announced that Jack and Davey will be $2,800 each. Holy
What?
man.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll fact check it. But Blinken, if Blinken says it, I'll believe him. But yeah, check that out. Sideshow. That unboxing was pretty cool. It was a fun
I
one.
wonder how
Fun
much
watch.
back in Hexbook they're going to charge for that thing now.
Okay, let's get into this then. That's what everybody wants to see. Let's do it. So yeah, Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones, baby. That is wild. How good that looks. What were some key points? I don't have to go through all of this. You guys can read this. This was posted on the J&D group. Yada, yada, yada. We're excited. We're fantastic. You collectors are amazing. And then the more important parts are the release consists of 3 configurations. So you can buy Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones duo. And then if you buy the duo, you're going to get a special part, which includes Dead Man's Chest and Davy Jones' heart that goes on the chest, which is cool. From what I see here, that only is included in the duo. Then you could buy the Jack Sparrow and the Davy Jones separately. Smart doing that. Maybe listening, because you know how they usually like to do it. They did it with the Joker and a few other releases like Superman and Clark Kent. To get the Clark Kent, you have to buy the Superman. To get the purple suit Joker, you had to buy the bank robber Joker or the configurations they do. You can't buy them individually. This was smart.
To get Taki, you had to buy. You had to do the Eve for Stellar Blade that they did.
Correct. So this was smart, and I hope this is something they go and continue to move with going forward. Is offering all the allocations, and then if they want to spice it up with the duo, throw in a special exclusive, because then you'll get those collectors who, those exclusive chasers, and to go after that. Smart, well done here.
Yeah.
The shitty part of this, pardon my French, is you need it's only released in Korea and Hong Kong, so you're gonna have to buddy up with a distributor and see if you can find one.
Bend over.
Yeah, pretty much. The two names I'm hearing most right now, Spec and Hexapus. That's what I'm.
Oh, really?
Ear to the ground. Spec already made a post saying you'll get a price point by the end of the week. You can RSVP through him. I'm very interested to see what these distributors are going to pay. And one thing that did come to mind was like J&D saying stuff like, "I'm truly sorry for making you feel this inconvenience, but there will be a way. There is always," like kind of saying, buddy up with a distributor, right? It goes on here to say you can buy it through someone else or something.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing is like, you don't really help distributors when it comes to direct purchases, right? Because you make them raise the price.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at, right? Like it's.
Yep.
Don't expect the distributors to be like, oh yeah, like not to raise the price on this too. They know what they have. They know how difficult it is to get it. I would expect them to raise the price. We'll see how it goes. But man, let's take a look. Let's dive into the release because this is stunning. Buck is in here. What's going on, Buck?
How's it going, Buck?
Hey, Buck.
Probably just configuring the
There's a even newer post out than the one you're looking at right now from J&D.
I didn't think it said much different, did it?
It lists the price and the units.
It lists the price of the unit, so that must have been done like recently, like real recently.
Where are they seeing that? I'm looking at their Facebook page and I'm not seeing that.
Is it on their Facebook page, the public Facebook page?
Yeah, it's on their Facebook page. The same one you're on.
Let's get on there. Not the one I was blocked. Not the one I was blocked from, right?
No, I'm looking at the same one that's on your title.
No, I'm not in that group. I have wonderful community members that help me get the news.
Oh.
Because they don't like the fucking truth. Oh well, that's a whole other show. But yeah, they didn't post it publicly yet. So if you want to send that to me, we can do business, and I'll show that. Awesome.
Yeah, because that's not on their main Facebook page yet.
No, this is the collectors group. It's crazy because it's not even run by J&D. It's run by a handful of collectors.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they posted something new showing just that it's about to be pre-ordering soon, but that's the only thing that they've updated on their website.
Yeah, I saw a video. Yeah, that this was what was posted on their website.
Yep, that's exactly
February 2027. We can watch this quick. Look how good this looks, man. Holy mac.
Yeah, they nailed this piece. Like, to high heaven.
This is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this Jack Sparrow has been years in the making because they gave us a tour once of an office space they had. I want to say it was around when that One Piece came out, and there was a Jack Sparrow there, and everyone was like, "What is that? Are you guys doing Jack Sparrow?" That was years ago.
Well, this
You
doesn't
can check
surprise.
your the Facebook Messenger. I sent you the screen capture.
Awesome, I appreciate you. I think the Jack Sparrow's nice, but I think the
Oh, yeah.
Davy Jones is where it's at.
The Davy Jones is in my opinion the best out of the two.
Yeah, but you can't just have like a Davy Jones.
Oh,
Jack.
I could very easily just have a Davy Jones 100.
Well, I think the reason why they did a Jack, and the reason why this is also might be just based in Hong Kong, is Johnny Depp and like the way he does marketing with a lot of his stuff. It's strictly based in China, Hong Kong, and stuff like that. So this wouldn't be surprising if it has to be the pricing of his license, if it's just more attainable down there than it is up over here.
I personally think it has to do with this Disney here.
Oh, the Disney.
I personally think it has to do with Disney.
Yeah, because I know PCS is doing.
Yeah, that piece, what looks to be like a half scale. I think it's the mix of Disney for sure in there.
It could be, definitely. Yeah, I could see that.
Extremely hard to get that license.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buck, how you doing, brother?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, hey, Bob.
Glad you can make it. All right, we got some guys sending in photos. Carl, appreciate you, brother. Okay, I'm gonna rough send it. Look how good this looks. Damn. Let's go here. For some reason, I'm craving calamari all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me chewing?
No, I can't hear you chewing.
Okay.
No, I'm saying calamari because look of Davy Jones, man.
I'm actually eating calamari.
Oh, you actually? Wow,
That's so
crazy,
funny.
Crazy coincidence.
I want to know, Buck. How would John know that you're?
I wouldn't even know that exactly. Like that's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
The price for both single versions will be $27.99 US. Appreciate
Oh, wow.
you, Blanket, for giving us the. As a dual, I'll do my. As for the dual, I will do my absolute best to make the price as reasonable as possible. Why don't you just tell us what the duo is right now? Wowzers. Okay, let's get into the photos. Enough yapping.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
the total $3.99 on the edition.
Did it say it there? I missed that completely. Yeah, $3.99. The total combined edition size for all three versions will be $3.99. Oh, okay, that's not a lot for all three.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe 100 of the single jack, 100 of the Davy, and then 199 of the dual.
Does anyone on the panel have any plans for this?
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You're no way, Alan. Okay.
No way. I mean, what was the price again, John, for the single?
27.
And okay,
Well,
27, 28.
$27.99.
And that's if you were able to purchase it from J&D,
Direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which you can't. So can you imagine by the time the distributor's done putting their markup on it, plus shipping and everything else, you're going to be looking at $4,000 for one of those guys.
That's
Maybe.
crazy. That's cool.
Might even be worse.
Yeah, no way. I'm not even remotely interested.
Todd said he will get an update on Thursday for the pricing for him at least.
Yeah.
He should be able to at least.
Well, even if you get it from J&D, they do that air shipping. That's going to
Yeah.
cost ridiculous anyway, too.
Air shipping
that
and your taxes too. For me, at least, I'd get. Well, let's get into how it looks. Talk about that. Here is some of the shots. I just put a movie photo, one of the better ones I can find that are clear. So just take it with a grain of salt. But I think they did really well here. I think the likeness is really good.
What do you think the maintenance on the hair is going to be with that?
I don't think a lot, just because it's already like matted and the dreads are there, and I don't. If anything, this is one where the messier the hair, the better it looks. Yeah, like the way they even the beard with the goatee with the braids and all that, man. But the mustache is not rooted, so no.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
The mustache and the eyebrows don't look. They look sculpted like they usually are. They did the same with Indiana Jones, the professor. The hat. I don't know. The hat looks a little.
The hat looks a little too clean, in my opinion. I don't like the
That's-
colors as much.
I think I'm nitpicking. Here they are together. These are taken from the video. They did put up a video you guys can watch on the J&D site, but my eyes are on that Davy Jones.
Yeah, it's a
That
nice
looks
one.
amazing.
Oh my god.
The 2-packs are gonna have stuff that's exclusive to them.
Yeah, the Davy
Yeah.
Jones locker with his heart is going to be inside. There's his compass.
They definitely captured his mannerisms.
Yeah, with his hand like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the way the eyes are. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time I think they're doing an exclusive with the double base.
What do you mean? Oh, without the double base, right?
No.
What are you saying?
The double base is like what is it gonna? Does this have a double base?
We don't know. There was no mention of it.
But he said like
You
the
can buy
2-pack
them
is gonna
separately.
have the chest and the heart, right?
The chest and the heart is like a proximity piece. It's on a separate base.
If you buy the 2-pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only way to get it is through the 2-pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the first time I'm seeing him do that. I believe I might be wrong.
I think they did it on one of was it Stellar Blade that came with something separate?
Yeah, you can get like the I got the exact name of it. It's like a drone.
A drone or something, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was. I don't know.
That's if you buy the 2-pack.
It's almost like a proximity piece, Buck. That's what it becomes. But you just brought up a good point that I thought of was if the 2-pack is it still two separate bases, or are they going to give you the one base for both pieces like they
Well,
have in the
Stellar
past?
Blade, the drone came on a base, but then again, it has like a stick to kind of give it like a floating aspect, so it floats in the game. So I don't know what they do with this one.
There's the heart. His heart.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, he looks really good.
The pipe is really well done.
Is how much of him is gonna be silicone?
Looks
I
like
would-
just his face.
I would expect the tentacles. Right?
Maybe the claw.
I don't think the claw would.
Like
Maybe
that
the
hand?
hand. Maybe the hand.
Yep.
Yeah, wrapped around the cane. Yeah,
I can see that too.
yeah. Wow, it's cool the way they got the barnacles and on the hat and throughout the suit. That's crazy.
I think the thing I like the most is the sand on Johnny's shoes. They got that really well
Wow.
done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they took the leftover Catwoman snow bases and just spray painted them yellow. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's cool.
God.
This is pretty. If you're a Pirates of the Caribbean fan, yeah, I don't think you're gonna get better than this.
I think it'll sell
Yeah,
out.
the BSC will get this one.
Oh, this is gonna sell out, 1,000,000%.
Do you think it'll sell out faster than Griffith did, though?
You mean Guts? What sold? I think
I
Guts
don't
sold out
think
fast. I think Guts was the fastest sellout.
Wasn't Griffith sold out in minutes?
Was it? I don't know. Either way, I think this is going to go quick, considering distributors are going to be fighting for it, right? For
Oh, 100%.
North American collectors.
Yeah.
So you have the Asian market that's going after it, and then you have the distributors who are reaching out to their connections to try to get it. So yeah, this is going to go quick. It might not. It won't go at distributor level quick, maybe, but J&D's it's going to fly.
Yep.
Random from your mouth to the CEO's ears. Penguin and Returns Batman. That's why I'm tap dancing around the hobby right now, because
They haven't announced the Batman in a while.
they said they made a post, a comment in a post saying it's supposed to be this year. This was the locker Buck that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so it looks like it has its own base.
it has its own. I'm sure. I would wonder if it's removable and you can just put it as like a piece on on the other base or something. Cool. And that's it. That's I don't know, guys. I feel we talk about price points in the hobby and getting pushed out, and the hobby. I'm not gonna say dying, but the hobby suffering due to price points. But I keep saying these J&D pieces go. And man, they are definitely getting comfortable with those prices, and they're selling, guys. They are selling, guys.
They're even selling on eBay. Look at that too.
They're selling.
They're nice pieces.
So you look at it and it's like, well, are collectors specifically collecting J&D, and that's their collection?
No, the answer is probably no to that because
Okay.
what is the ES? It's like 300,
Perfect.
and then they've dropped the ESs on their statues significantly. I think the Harley
from where they were
was,
before. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. There were times when they would do over 1,000.
So do we look at the cure? I'm not gonna say cure because I don't think there's really necessarily anything wrong. But for other companies trying to take note, is it pull back, focus on quality and edition size? Even if that means charge more.
I think that's what everyone's been doing, but
Yeah.
they're all making less money for it. So
Yeah.
it's mostly just so they can survive. They're not making more money because of it. They're all making less.
Okay.
I don't know, but like, 'cause I know even like Disneyland's doing that. Like, less guests would charge more.
Yeah.
Vegas is doing that. They're all doing like a lot
But
of
a place like that, I'll be honest with you, Ruff, I would pay the extra money to have less people there, because I feel like Disneyland is such a special trip, and like for me to go to Disneyland, you're looking like 10, 15K to bring a whole family there, easy. And I don't want to spend that kind of amount of money and have to wait in a line for 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. But I still say COVID was the best time to go to Disneyland.
They're also appealing to that kind of mentality too, with what they're doing now. So for the people that want something more exclusive, those are the people that they're focusing on now, because they're willing to pay for that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But they're only catering to you right now because they can't get the mass market like those people. But I think if they could get like more people on board, they would trade it in a heartbeat, because it'd be just more money.
This is like
that's the thing, because you look at sports stadiums, they're all getting smaller now because they would rather get like the high value people, because then they have to pay less staff and stuff like that, so they have to do like less production costs.
So you think it's
more by charging this high price. Granted, you're not going to sell as much, but you're offsetting that with a very high price, and you're not having to deal with like.
I think it's very easy to do the math, like, and just based on the fact that the molds are reusable up to a certain extent, but you can make multiple copies of the same thing. I don't think the labor necessarily is going to eat into their profits that much. So it's like when their numbers reduce as much as they have, and then they're resorting to like funny cheap tactics to bring the revenue up, just like how we see the recently, what's the name of this statue, the Batgirl from Sideshow, and that gets the variant. We're seeing a lot more of stuff like that recently, where you just go to an old statue, it's already sculpted, you don't need to pay anyone to sculpt it again. You just pay someone to put like a new coat of paint on some parts, and the factory still has the molds. They're just like put more copies and put the new paint, you get more money.
Do you think that hurts their customer? Do you think that move like that affects their bottom line with their customer base and how the customer base reacts?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think people care.
Okay.
I'd say that if you sell 10 at 1,000, you'll make the same amount as if you sold 20 at 500. So it's I think it's the reason why they're doing that. You make more.
But that's such a huge disparity in terms of price points. 500 versus 10. You said like if you sell 1,000 at $10. So what was the analogy again, or the example you brought?
Like if you sell 10 of them at $1,000, you're gonna make the same amount as it would take 20 at 500. Like even like I was saying, like all the major stadiums are doing that. Like the Celtics, when they updated their stadium, they just
prices doubled,
less seats. Like every
yeah,
like a floor seat, one floor seat, like courtside seat for the Celtics costs like the same amount of price as like almost the entire nosebleed section. Like they're just
I can't speak to the sports analogy, but towards statues, in the past they would make a statue and it'll be like 5,000 ES of one character.
And they're stuck with a lot.
No, man,
they have to sell for a higher price.
No. But that was working out for them for the longest time. It's because like people stopped buying, and the thing is, they don't have to produce all 5,000 at once. but the ESs were that high. You'd get a statue, you could see a high number on it. Yeah, I think it's basically just economies of scale. Like, I don't think the prices have increased enough to make up for that gap in number of consumers. Maybe it will eventually, but for statues, I don't think so.
I think you just convinced Justin and Alan to buy the 2-pack.
Back on
No.
what?
I don't think so.
The 2-pack of the Pirates of the Caribbean, man.
Oh no.
All right.
I don't like the movie that much.
I saw it in the theater when it first came out. But like to Buck's point, like the last Venom that came out, not the last Venom, but the one before that, it was a $2,500 or 2,500 ES. So that is a lot of Venom statues.
That's a bunch.
I still sold that. I turned around and flipped that for like I lost maybe $100 or $200 on that when I flipped it, but it was still like the value was still there. But I think it all depends on like what you're releasing. Like if you're releasing like a high end silicone statue, how many people are going to be in the market for that?
Exactly.
If you're releasing a mass produced stone statue, then you're gonna have a $500 or $700 statue. But the problem is that sideshows increase their price like 25%,
And lowering the ES.
and then they've lowered it a little bit, but it's still a little high. But like, what are you really getting out of that? So that's inflation. That's a direct mark of inflation on these things. But J&D, the value's there. And have they really increased their price too much? Probably a little bit, but what are you getting out of it? Like you're getting a hyper realistic statue, which is not what Sideshow produces. So
I will say, Frank, though, true. I will say this, though. I think for the price that J&D offers is charging customers, I think they, like I've said before, I think they still need to do a little bit of work on their QC, their customer service experience. Even with Guts, I've been seeing it. So that's something to work with, but hyper real likeness wise, I don't think anyone's coming close to them right now. All right, let's get into a little I Spy, and we can hit the sack. This week was I Spy with my little eye, something that has nostalgia in the collection. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Luke sent us this one, most recent edition, replacing the one I broke in half 30 years ago.
I had that G.I. Joe statue 30 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. A lot of G.I. Joe fans in this this nostalgia round.
They got amazing 15 in the back.
Yeah, that's a nice figure, man. Thanks for sharing, Luke. Glad you're able to add it back to the collection. Statue Kingdom, oh boy. Original Atari 2600 system with original games from 1984.
Nice.
This is the console and games I played as a child. The Rose's department store price sticker is still on the box at $139.88. The system and controllers are all in the box, and the system still works. That's wild. I wasn't even born.
I wonder how much that is like now
with inflation.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's super cool. I can imagine the memories made on this thing. Big congrats, man.
Dude, I had an original Nintendo and didn't have an Atari, but like those games did not work. Like you spent like 15 minutes just trying to
figure it out.
To freaking work.
We got Zello. Some Power Rangers from at least 30 years ago. Most expensive toys my mom brought for me when I was young, and I kept them till today. Look at that. Ton of nostalgia there. I love to see it. It's me, Evan. My 3 favorite toys these were before video games entered my life. That Godzilla I got in 1985, my first Godzilla ever. Superman was 1984, and He-Man was my first cartoon or toy obsession that I got in 1983.
Keep in mind that He-Man, the legs were fully articulated, but the arms are not.
Why not?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they had rubber bands running through the leg joints, but the arms were just like up and down.
Oh, okay.
I love the fact that he remembers the dates and everything. That's what this post is about, all that nostalgia. Love to see it, Evan. Rough with some sports memorabilia. Hull, Shaq, and Tyson.
Okay.
Love to see them. You still have these?
Yep, I still got them.
I like this one from the game, Punch Out. That was cool. Good stuff, man. These mean a lot to you? All right, I guess so.
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say not to. My Brett Hull autograph was kind of funny. I would because I'm from St. Louis and I waited in line to get to him.
Okay.
He was doing autographs at Target, and I was the only black person in line. When I finally got up to him, he just like jumped back. He's like, "Oh," he was like, "Oh," so,
Okay.
but it's kind of funny.
I don't know, man. Okay.
He's a cool guy. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and likes to party. Still,
Sounds like my kind of guy. Thanks for sharing, brother. Oh boy. Where are we going next? Here we go. Chris from the 6-Scale Scavengers. Mr. Letty. Here's my vintage G.I. Joe run I've been working on over the past 2 years.
Wow.
Only been targeting my favorites from childhood with
Nice.
a couple of Super 7 retro exceptions. Look at this collection, man.
That's cool.
It keeps going.
It's beautiful. Snake Eyes, everybody.
That's a crazy collection. Thanks for sharing, brother. 6-Scale Scavengers, man. That was the good old days of 6-Scale collecting YouTube shows. CT603 sharing some Starblazer love. Captain Avatar and the space battleship Yamato. This is the Soul Chugokin from Tamashii Nations.
This is cool.
Is that like a solar system in front of it?
On the bottom there in the glass, yeah, looks like
Yeah,
it.
it's kind of cool.
But the back looks like a battleship, some sort of Chugokin battleship. Yamato. Pretty cool.
Is that an anime?
I don't know, man. If you ask me these questions, I gotta hold on. Let me see.
I'm so bad with anime.
Yes.
It is right. Chugokin, that's what it's called.
No, it's Space Battleship Yamato.
Don't be Chugokin on that calamari, all right? Let's keep going. Appreciate you, CT. We got James. This is the Amiga 500 with 1989 Batman. I've had this computer since 1991. That's the best year around, the year I was born, and it still works great. I've still got dozens of big box Amiga 500 games in the loft for it. Now he's sharing, of course, the best one, 89 Batman. Look at that.
That's cool.
Those old school graphics. Love to see that, man. Now this I appreciate. Look, the other thing I appreciate is how pristine this packaging is for its age. Look at that. Ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight? Love to see it. Appreciate you sharing that, James. He also shared Alien Breed.
Oh, that's cool.
He says it was an alien clone that's still brilliant till this day.
Those old school games are hard as hell to play now. Like, I don't even know how I beat them as a kid.
I don't know, man. I like my little NES games those were tough, let alone going back this far back.
Like, I played the X-Men on Sega Genesis. I couldn't even pass the first level. I beat that game as a kid.
Vivid collectibles with Masters of the Universe. I love the photos he takes with the backdrops.
That's
Those are
cool.
Yeah. Appreciate you sharing, man. We got Vivid. Who did I say? Vivid. We got, who was the last one? Was James. Give me a second. I gotta write these names down quick. James. And I got Chris. Okay, good. Sweet. Ivan. Planet of the Apes jigsaw puzzle.
Oh wow.
That brings it back. And his Willy Wonka print. He's into prints big time, but that's a nice print. Gene Wilder, classic movie. I don't care how old you are.
It's a sideshow
How-
premium
how do
format.
you- How do you guys even manage to hold on to stuff like this? You never move?
Never you in a you protect it. Never. This is it. You hang on to everything. I'm the same way, man. I'm telling you. I try to hold on to everything. I still have my Google Home box. The fuck do I need to go home? Anyways, all right. Thank you, Ivan, for sharing that. That's awesome. Rocco, this is cool.
This is
The
nice.
Game Boy with the carrying case. That's what I'm talking about, Rocco. This is awesome. My first Game Boy was the Pocket. Still have that.
Really?
Still have that baby. Yeah. Good memories. And then you got the
I was a Game Gear kid.
Then you got the Game Boy, all the accessories, the printer and the
Yep.
camera and the, oh my god, man.
I had this, but yellow. This was my first Game Boy, but yellow.
Yellow.
4 directions and 2 buttons. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Fine. You put it that way. We got Glass Joe. This was a cool story. An Incredible Hulk version of Stretch Armstrong toy. Super rare, as there are only 30 known to still exist. This was my favorite toy as a child. I took that mofo everywhere. About 15 years ago, and thanks to the greatest person on earth, Angela, we were reunited after a few decades apart. This thing is never leaving the collection.
That's
Those
cool.
things are like high resale value. Like
Love
I've
to
seen like
see
some
it.
of them where it's just like the head is worth a lot of money.
Well, doesn't matter what's being offered. That's staying in the collection. Love it, Joe. Appreciate you sharing, man.
That's
A
cool.
lot of them broke because like the stretchy material, like
Yeah.
it doesn't hold very long.
And over time, if you left it in the sun or near a window or whatever, outside.
I had a Mr. Fantastic Armstrong, is what mine was. I had a Mr. Fantastic one.
You still have it?
No, I wish I did. I popped him. I stretched him until he popped.
Oh well. At
Yeah.
least you got the
Hey,
at least you got the money's worth.
yo.
Theo, going back with
Crash.
some video games, Crash Bandicoot. You're right. The old systems,
The best
PSP.
systems.
Holy Mac, Theo. Love to see this, man. You're going way back.
PlayStation.
So good. That was my
Shit,
favorite
you got
system.
a Vita.
Vita,
Yes,
PS
on
Vita,
the-
right? This one here, yeah, the smaller
on the-
version.
Oh, that is the Vita. I thought that was the PSP. No. Oh, he has the PSP up there.
PSP's up top,
Yep.
Vita's down here. Yeah. We got a
And-
gamer on our hands. Well, if you look at his room tour, he has a whole shelf system of PlayStation games.
I'm not sure, but that might be like a Digimon, like Tamagotchi type thing. Maybe.
This- Up here,
What's that thing?
I think this was an accessory for the PlayStation system. If I'm
I remember
not
the
Like,
Dreamcast had something like that.
That's like
Yeah,
a
like
memory card.
something
but
on
then
the-
something
on the
next to
left.
the memory card.
something nice. I think it's still an accessory for the PlayStation. This PlayStation somehow. He's right. Dreamcast had the slot in the controller where you would insert the stuff, insert some mechanism. But I believe this is still part of that PlayStation.
I know what
Mine,
you're
the
talking
batteries
about.
had be really low.
I personally like how he keeps everything, all the accessories and so forth, displayed like this on a stand. That's cool. Love it. Our guy, I gotta go back here. Theo, let me add Theo. Our guy, Glass Joe, not Glass Joe, Kenzilla. This is cool. Ken says these are the original 1964 pieces.
Wow.
My grandfather and I painted these 55 years ago.
That's cool. I like that King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
55 years ago, they painted them together. Now that's a memory you'll never forget. Love to see it. Thanks for sharing, Ken.
That's a back in my day.
Yeah. Wilson, old VHS movie signed by Sho Kosugi.
That's pretty cool.
Give me a second. I'm going to tell you. Japanese actor and martial artist, Sho Kasugi. He built the '80s ninja craze. Awesome stuff. Wilson, thanks for sharing, man. I love the variety we're seeing. We're seeing G.I. Joe. We're seeing.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of different stuff from video games to movies to
Oh, yeah.
toys.
A little bit of everything here. Jesse says, I got this statue a year ago and just put it together yesterday. I love the old Metroid games, so this is pure Nintendo nostalgia for me. Excuse the messing dining table. I didn't even notice that one. We don't look at that stuff, man. We are looking at that statue. Congrats.
Yeah, it's some beautiful greens. Look at that.
Metroid is a classic for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
We got our very own Justin here.
No.
Some Gizmo love. Gizmo hanging
got,
on.
got that off of someone who made them out of Russia.
Really?
Oh, that thing has a camera in it for sure.
Yeah, she. Nah, John. I'm one to understand where cameras are hidden.
It's those eyes. Those babies move with you.
I tested him.
Okay, good. Okay.
He's like, I did some weird things around the gizmo to see
Those ears are listening. I'm telling you.
He's on that Boba Fett sideshow statue.
Yeah, exactly. The lighting works with him very
if it
nicely.
does.
Good stuff. We got Nate with some original '90s blueprint to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, this was this was my uncle's. He passed down his comic book collection to me, so I've had this for a very very long time. I need to get it framed because it's getting more worn down over the years of moving, but this is one of my favorite pieces in my collection.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
From Shadow of the Bat comic.
Yep.
Good stuff. Thanks for sharing. And then the last one is going to be mine. Contra, baby. Oh, man, the memories.
Did that game work every time you put it in, John?
Oh, I had to blow. I'll tell you, I blew.
God
But
damn.
not only blowing, but you pulled out the cotton Q-tip with a little bit of alcohol. If you didn't have alcohol, you used spit, and you just wiped the little grid there. And baby, it worked. And when she worked, what a game! With the best gun spray. My sister and I, after school, hours.
So John, you're saying that game has more DNA?
Oh, guaranteed. I guarantee it. You can. I wouldn't want to drop this. This had more DNA than OJ's glove. I'll tell you that. But I wouldn't try this on. That's for sure. But yeah, it was fun. This was fun, man. This is classic. Super Contra and Contra brings back a lot of memories.
I've just replayed Contra like not even half a year ago. Like I love Contra.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
And when I picked up this game, I said to myself, where did this time go? It teleported me. It feels like it was the other day. I was at my grandparents' house playing this. And I look back now and I'm like, where did this time go? It's craziness, man. And I guess that's what the whole point of us acquiring these collections the way we do is to kind of be able to, go into your collection room, look at the stuff you have, and kind of teleport back to those times when I don't know. That's how I am, at least.
Oh yeah.
I'm like a hoarder. I like to I keep everything, and yeah, not like one of those messy hoarders, but like an organized hoarder.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, if that's a cheat code, we never used the cheat codes, man. We were way too young for that. That's it. That's it. A shout out to everybody who contributed to that. That was awesome. I just wanted to give another shout out to Chris. Check out on Wednesday. He's going to have David Finch on, which is pretty cool. This Wednesday, I think at 8, it says down there Eastern. So he's going to be drawing on there live. That'll be a cool show to watch.
Do we know what he's drawing?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. Not sure.
Okay.
Not easy to get him on, so that's cool. All right, that's it, guys. That was a pretty good show, jam packed.
Mm-hmm.
I got some trivia, but I think we'll keep it for Friday because it's a Monday and everybody works, and we went a little long there. Right? Would we agree?
Yeah, I'm down for Friday for
Yep,
trivia.
that's good.
I got it ready for Friday. We'll push it again. But you are in second place, Nate.
Really?
I'll show it quick. Yeah.
Weird. That won't stay.
Because you won against Lex.
I got lucky with that
You
one.
got the 1,500 points. So it brings you to 2,250.
Oh, I'm not beating
Alan's-
Vega. Jeez.
Alan's
Wow.
right behind you at 2,200. Ruff, then Piggy. We got Justin, Slifer, Lex, Mike, and Buck's back there. You gotta be careful with Buck. He'll catch up. Community-wise, this old geek, Rob. And then I got Walton with 500 points. And Mark Books, Cylon, Dion, Brainium, Jim, and Estrella. We'll keep it for things. All right. I did want to do one other thing, just as a little, I don't know, a little something, right? Mondays suck. Let's just kick off the week, make it a little bit better. I'm going to do a little giveaway, like a tiny giveaway. It's just like a little kind of thank you for everybody who contributes to this show, who was on the show tonight, who was on the, if you were on the panel, if you were in the live chat, and if you contributed to this week's I Spy. We're just gonna do a little small giveaway, nothing crazy. A lunch. I'm gonna pay your lunch tomorrow. All right. I am going to do a wheel spin, and if it lands on your name, I will send you $25 US. It'll pay your lunch or breakfast, whatever you choose, or whatever for that matter. But I like to just say, it's a treat, cup of coffee, a sandwich. It's on me.
Get yourself something nice. Calamari.
I'm just trying to see. I want to. Okay, 50% a minute spin time. Okay. So all the names on here, I'm going to shuffle it 1, 2, 3 times. And this list is the panel members tonight. Like I said, everyone who was in the chat, for the most part, if I missed a name or two, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do both here, but I think I got everybody. Everybody who contributed in the Facebook group. And if you're a channel member, you got double, your name in there double. So there you go. Let's spin it and see who's going to get a little $25 gift card. Not gift card. I'm going to send it. The only catch is you have to have PayPal. That's the only catch. All right, here we go. There she spins. 25 US. I'll pick you up a sandwich and a coffee at least, right? A drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing crazy, man. I don't know why I chose a clownfish, but not a clownfish. We call these things blowfish. Oh boy. Let's see what's gonna land on. Oh, Boba Bill. Rocco. Not Buck. Buck wins too much already. There we go. Vibranium Jim. Ivan. Cristiano maybe. Maybe graded.
Oh, wow.
Maybe Theo. It's Theo or Luke. We're going to Aussie. It's Luke. Oh. Oh.
Do you have it on the screen?
It's not. It's going to be Nick Evader. Oh, man. Congrats, Nick. I'll send you a message.
Congrats, dude.
We'll get that all set. If Nick doesn't respond, then we'll move on to the next. We'll do another spin. But was I showing the wheel?
Yeah, no, you weren't.
No.
Showing it. I didn't know.
I
if you were-
didn't show the wheel?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
didn't.
didn't see it.
And you guys are fucking just sitting there like fucking...
I said something. I said
We trusted you, John. We were
Okay.
trusting.
You.
I'm fucking showing... we do a wheel spin.
I
And
asked you,
nobody
I said,
says any. Nobody said anything.
I said something. I said something.
I didn't hear you say a thing. What did you say?
I said, do you mean to not show the screen?
Yeah, well, Slifer, you said you're not showing it at 11:43. That was a minute ago. I didn't hear you say that. You're not showing the screen. Okay.
That's
I spun it. It's as legit as you're going to get. All the names are there. You could see it. When I said a fucking blowfish, you guys laughed like you could see it. You know
I
what?
trusted you. I trusted that you were looking at a blowfish.
Oh, my God. All right. This is...
It's Monday. We're trying to
It's
humor
Monday.
you.
Anyways, Nick Evader got it. Congrats. All right, that's it. We'll see you
Cool.
guys fucking Friday. Bullshit.
That was nice of you, John.
It's a little.
That's funny.
We trust you, John. No ill will
If
at
you
all.
can't trust me, damn.
Slifer says Nick Evader is not a real person.
What are you
If it had
talking about?
landed on John, we would have known.
Of course he is. He was in the chat tonight. We were talking to him alone. All right, take it easy, guys. We'll see you Friday. Happy collecting. Collect responsibly. I'm gonna try to get a room tour snuck in for tomorrow. If I can't, it'll be next week. We'll see what I can do tonight.
Thank you.
But yeah, like Overbuff says, I think he says it perfectly. Great show. Make it a great week, guys. 100%. Collect responsibly. I got to decide if I'm going to go pick up this Batman or not. 3 hours
Do
left.
it.
Let's get it.
Eh,
Get it?
I'm going to get it and send Alan the bill.